Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is my first video on this channel and we're going to be talking about why I did this. This is like the fourth time that I've restarted my channel again, and now it's about Christianity. So like what happened? So basically during the summer I've been starting watching Isaiah Saldivar, this YouTuber, and I thought his videos were really good, showed like a new light, so I'm gonna put his channel in the description. But anyway, I think that I needed to get more closer to God, as all of us should, and yeah, I just think that I needed to realize that, and now I have, and I think this whole channel is gonna be dedicated to God, and we're gonna be talking about a lot of things, a lot of topics, what's happening right now in the world, and it's gonna be tough things, like, tough topics to talk about in every like subject. So it's gonna get really crazy, probably really quick. But I'm not gonna be talking about like the hard hitting questions and stuff at the beginning, because obviously I need to learn as well those things. But yeah, this is what the channel is about, and I have a few verses of the Bible that I'm gonna be talking about. And I realized a lot, like I said, like games, media, movies, there's a lot of things that are bad or could open doors to like demons. Like we're going to be talking about all that stuff, which is going to be awesome. And so, yeah, I'm really going to start improving. I've said that a lot. I used to do video games, like videos on video games, like Minecraft, everything, but I realized some of those games were bad, and I actually, like, I didn't mind not playing it anymore, because when you are a Christian, you should get away from stuff that is bad or like convicts you, and that's what those games did. I'll tell you why in like another video where we're gonna be talking about media. But yeah, so other than that, let's get into the verses. And I might be posting a video like reviewing the Evidence Study Bible. This is a really good Bible by Ray Comfort, or commentary by Ray Comfort. The Bible was made by Jesus, inspired by God. So yeah, I have a lot of verses, and we're gonna get through those right now. So one of the things I've realized is that we have to surrender everything, our thoughts, our decisions, everything, to God. Okay, the first one is Matthew 7:13. And it says the narrow way. So the first verse is Matthew 7:13, and it says, "Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and there are many who go in by it. Because narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it." So it's talking about the narrow way. There's one way to God. This is stuff that people need to realize. Next one is Matthew 7:21. This is one that should make us all feel sad and like fearful. Like we want to know God. And this one is, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, 'Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders in your name?' And then I will declare to them, 'I never knew you. Depart from me. You practice lawlessness.'" So even all that, if you aren't truly doing like what you're supposed to, he'll say, "I never knew you" at the end. And there's more stuff in Mark and actually in all the Gospels that's pretty nice. But the next one is Matthew 10:34. Okay, Matthew 10:34. Christ brings division, but not in a bad way. It says, "Do not think that I came to bring peace on earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemy will be those of his own household. He who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he who loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He who finds his life will lose it. and he who loses his life for my sake will find it. So Christ brings division. People don't like Christ. A lot of people will not like you. This is the stuff you have to deal with. People might not have any friends, family members. This is the stuff you have to think about. But at the end, you will know the person who made us, the person who created this whole universe. And I think that's worth it. Matthew 10:32. So this is like right before it says, confess Christ before men. Therefore, whoever confesses me before men, him I will also confess before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before men, him I will also deny before my Father who is in heaven. So confess Christ before men. That's what it says, like the beginning, the subtitle, and yeah. So trying to like make people like agree with you or trying to make them like you is not what you're like striving to do. You're literally trying to make God like glorified to everyone. And the next one is Matthew 10:16. So these are just like ones I was thinking about to like tell people about, and yeah. And for like friends or like people that I know from school who are still subscribed to me, they're like, what the heck is he doing? I challenge you to like actually watch these videos. If you don't believe in God or like you have questions, I have in the description Christians who talk about like questions like, like evidence for the Bible or like contradictions about the Bible, or are you saying like, oh, like gay people are going to hell, like stuff like that. Questions a lot of people have. I have videos, and I have like scientists who are Christians who have like all their ways of doing what they're doing. And I have that in the description of the video, their channels. I will link everything because it's really good. And also like I said, I challenge you to like actually like stay to watch these videos that I'm gonna be making, so you'll know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to the next one, like I said. Okay, so this one, it says persecutions are coming, and it's a long one. It keeps going, but this is like right before two of the other ones I just did. It says, behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils and scourge you in their synagogues. You will be brought up before governors and kings for my sake, as a testimony to them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, do not worry about how or what you should speak, for it will be given to you in that hour what you should speak. For it is not you who speak, but the Spirit of your Father who speaks in you. So it talks about persecutions are coming. You have to be smart, basically, because people are going to try to use you different ways. And this is just my interpretation. Obviously, the Bible's telling you exactly what it means, at least in most parts. And yeah, and this Bible actually has a lot of those questions, like contradictions in the Bible. Where are they? Like, and it talks about it. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, this one is in Mark 8:34. Okay, this one, Mark 8:34 says, take up the cross and follow him. It says, when he had called the people to himself with his disciples also, he said to them, whoever desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake and the gospel will save it. So this is what it was talking about before. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? Or what will a man give in exchange for his soul? For whoever is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him the Son of Man will also be ashamed when he comes in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. So take up your cross and follow him. Next is John 3:16. This one is, everyone knows this one, but it's something that we should still talk about. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world would through him might be saved. He who believes in him is not condemned, but he who does not believe is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God, which is Jesus. Okay, so the last one is a Great Commission, which is at the end of Matthew or Mark. It's at the end of Matthew. Right here. Okay, so the last one is gonna be the Great Commission. In Matthew 28:18-20, it says, Jesus came and spoke to them, saying, all authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go therefore and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things that I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. So this is talking about spreading the gospel to people. I don't know why people say, oh, you're being judgmental. Why are you forcing your beliefs? We're trying to save you is what we're doing. The Living Water says it the best. Ray Comfort and like all the people who work there, they do like evangelizing and stuff. And I think Ray Comfort says it like the best way. And there's obviously other people. But it's like, someone's on a cliff. You're going to warn them that they're at the edge of the cliff. They're going to fall and die. So they don't know it's a cliff. They think, oh, I'm just going to fall. Nothing's going to happen. But yeah, we're trying to save you from falling off a cliff. Okay, so Matthew 4:19, it says, then he said to them, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. Luke 24:46-47 says, Then he said to them, thus it is written, and thus it was necessary for the Christ to suffer and to rise from the dead the third day, and that repentance and remission of sins should be preached in his name to all nations, beginning at Jerusalem. And there's like a bunch of verses, like it literally says the Great Commission right here. It says all the verses. And yeah, so that's why all of us should be talking about God to others. It's a calling, obviously, but it's something we should all be doing. And it's not like specific people. So he's telling everyone to do it. I think that's really nice. And, I'm going to have to start not just praying before I eat or before, like, I go to sleep. Like, we should be really knowing God, talking to God. And, yeah, like I said, I have to be doing it too. I don't want to be like hypocritical right now, but this is my first video. I'm obviously going to research. I'm going to pray, for the other subjects and topics. But yeah, this is my first video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And this is my new content. Me talking about Christ. I am a Christian. It's really hard right now to be one, because obviously everything is going on politically and, socially. Just everything is messed up. So yeah, I hope to see my dog keeps barking, more young people stepping up to the plate. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye.